Good afternoon, everyone. Today we have gathered here for a very special thing. For the very first time, by Magazine Committee, we will be asking some of our teachers very interesting questions based on teaching. Firstly, I'm immensely happy to call Ritika Anuskar on stage to give a speech.
Good afternoon everyone. My name is Ritika Anuskar and I will be giving a speech regarding our school. सबको मेरा नमस्कार। जैसे आप सब जानते हैं कि कोरोना महामारी के कारण आजकल की दुनिया कुछ थम सी गई है। स्कूल में आना जाना सब बंद हो गया है। क्या जिंदगी है ना। जब स्कूल रहती थी तब ऐसा लगता था मानो स्कूल ना बंद हो जाने चाहिए, हमें महीनों तक की छुट्टी मिल जानी चाहिए। हालांकि जब ऐसा हुआ तो हमें पहले 4 महीने मजा आया, बाद में अरे एक दुखद घटना हुई और सब स्कूल ऑनलाइन शुरू हो गए और हम घर बैठ के पढ़ाई करने लगे। एक बात कहना चाहूँगी कि क्या वो दिन थे जब हम स्कूल जाते थे, हाय हेलो करते थे, बातें करते थे, फिर 8 पीरियड बोर होते थे, फिर आता था रिसेस। बस वो टीचर का डांटना, शाबाशी देना बहुत याद आता है। क्लास की वो मस्ती, वो तू मैं। सबसे ज़्यादा किसी का नुकसान इस कोरोना महामारी के कारण हुआ है तो वो है हमारे 10वीं के बड़े बच्चे, यानी कि हमारे दोस्त। बेचारे ना तो वो स्कूल की मस्ती, ना मेस का मजा, ना टीचर की डांट और ना ही 10वीं की यादें, जो जीवन की सबसे महत्वपूर्ण लम्हों में से एक माने जाते हैं। एक बात कहना चाहूँगी कि शायद फिर वो तकदीर मिल जाए, जीवन के वो हसीन पल फिर मिल जाए, फिर से बैठे क्लास के उस लास्ट बेंच पे, शायद वह दिन वापस आ जाए। कब वो दिन वापस आएंगे, कब हम स्कूल जाएंगे, कब हम स्कूल जाके मस्ती मचाएंगे और कब हम टीचर की डांट और मेस का खाना खाएंगे। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Riddhi. Now it's time for the Q&A, that is asking our teachers questions. So let's get started. Here I call upon Akanksha Korke on stage for the same.
Very good afternoon to everyone. Today I, Akanksha Korke, will be asking some questions to our teachers, which is going to be damn interesting. So let's get started. Firstly, let's start with our headmistress Mohini ma'am. Ma'am, my question for you is, how do you approach discipline and what role does it play in learning?
Thank you for this wonderful question. Starting with discipline itself indicates something related to discipline. So I feel, or in our opinion, discipline is, which is habit. It's your habit. So it is not that you can achieve or you can be disciplined in a day or so, right? It needs regular practice, or which you do on a daily basis. For a very simple example, if I say waking up early in the morning, right? We are not ready to wake up early in the morning. But if you are disciplined, anyhow, even if you are not feeling well, if you feel like sleeping for a few more minutes, right? You will be, if you are disciplined, you will definitely wake up without an alarm, right? So discipline is something which you have to inculcate on daily basis through your habits. If your habits are good, if you are practicing daily, you are consistent, automatically this discipline will automatically have in yourself. You imbibe that, right? Rightly said by one of the sports person is like, winning a medal is not every 4 years. It is every day, right? Whatever you do every day helps you to achieve your goals. Right? You cannot achieve your goal in a day. You need to plan your day to achieve your goal. Right? So if you are disciplined, you know what to do, how to do it, when to do it, right? You'll be disciplined. Second thing is, for disciplined person, you don't need external motivation. Right? Motivation is like, if somebody is not disciplined, we always try to motivate, do your homework or wake up early in the morning, do something extra, right? But a person who is disciplined will never need any external motivation, right? He'll be self-motivated person, right? So discipline should be inculcated with each and every child, but it comes with regular practice. It comes with consistency. It comes with self-awareness. Self-awareness about your habits, your good habit and a bad habit. It comes with your goals also, what you want to be and how you want to be. Right? And when you are discipline, just do a short homework or self-analysis of yourself, right? Good things about yourself, bad things about yourself. You can say a SWOT analysis: strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, right? And accordingly plan your regular routine, your daily routine, right? On the basis of that, plan your weekly routine, monthly routine, and your goal at the end of the year, what you're going to achieve it, right? Once this becomes your habit for 20 days, 21 days, if you practice this, definitely nobody can, you will not need anybody to instruct you to be disciplined. Discipline is something which will come naturally from your side, right? You'll be responsible for your own actions, right? So I feel to be disciplined, it has to be regular, not 4 years or one day. It should be regularly, right? So whatever you practice, practice regularly. Good, bad, you should be able to identify and inculcate. That's it from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now heading towards Ravindra sir. So the question is, how do you feel being a teacher?
Thank you, students. As teaching is a noble profession, and I am in that profession, gives me great pleasure. As students are the strength and wealth of the nation, and I am giving the shape to them. This gives me satisfaction. Entire pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now coming towards Renuka ma'am. So the question is, what personality traits do teachers need to be successful?
First of all, good afternoon to all students and my colleagues, teachers. As sir just said, it is a noble profession. That means it is something extra or more than a profession. And the personal traits a teacher requires again differs from person to person, in which environment she is teaching, what type of student she is getting. So this trait is not a compact word, we can say. It has a very big meaning of it, but as time constraint we'll enlist some of the personal traits which I feel it should be there in a teacher to get their success. In that, first priority I will be giving for her passion. See, if we have the passion, we can do anything. So this profession also need a passion. What type of passion? Passion towards education, passion towards learning. Now to get this passion, what is second thing required? I feel communication skill. What are the exact topic or subject we want to teach the students? How to teach? For that communication skill must be there. She should be able to explain the concept properly and neatly. So to get this communication skill, third thing which I require in this same series is command over the language. If he doesn't know the specific terms to be delivered, then the delivered lecture may not be appropriate or may not be the up to the mark which has to be there. So these qualities are required. Apart from them, as we know that dedication, she should be completely dedicated towards her work. She should continuously think how I can put my knowledge in front of the students so that they also get that knowledge and use it for a future purpose. Then thinking, creativity. Can you tell that if Newton didn't thought about why the apple has fallen down, then do you thought that whether you will able to give so many laws and today we have such a comfortable life? So thinking and creativity. She has to think out of the box. That how I can make my lecture fruitful to the student so that student can use it for their further career. As I have enlisted, there are numerous traits are required for the teachers. If we start discussing, I think whole day will not be sufficient for that. But time limits I'll end, and many more are there which you will be seeing in the teachers, and by that only you will be liking the teachers every day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now it's time for our magazine committee in charge, Dipti ma'am. Ma'am, the question is, what do you like best about working in ABM?
working in AVM is great. From 11 years I am working here, and this year I have learned a lot. The environment provided by the committee members is very good. A pleasant atmosphere. All teachers living here are friendly. I am enjoying here. And what about students? Students are very good, sweet, lovely, brilliant. They are doing their task when we told them they will complete in a very beautiful way. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Coming towards Anshu, ma'am. So the question is, ma'am, can you tell us some of the qualities you are looking in this position?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for the question. So yes, there are a few qualities that I, as a felicitator, see. Right? Number one is attachment. Not only academically, it has to be emotional even. Number two, real world needs to be illustrated in the best possible way to the kids, because they can be nurtured to its maximum. Then comes empathy. Not only doing things, right? We have to have that bond with the students, and somewhere it works. It really works wonders. If we get attached to the students, they will create magic. And last but not the least, we are the role models. So keeping that quality in mind, what all our gestures are there, the way we are speaking, the way we are even moving, that has to be taken a lot of care, because somewhere someone is influenced by that. So yes, that makes a lot of difference. And being a teacher is the nicest thing that can happen to anyone, because we are touching lives. We are the only ones who are creating professionals. So keeping that positive note in mind, let us work together, let us learn together, and that's the only thing. And the spark that I can see in everyone's eyes is really too good and makes me feel proud that yes, it's not a mistake that I'm there in this profession. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Heading towards Namita, ma'am. So the question is, how do you teach 21st century learners, integrate technology and guide students to be global citizens?
Good afternoon, students, and thank you for the question. Now, here when we are talking about 21st century, isn't it an exciting word, an exciting term? We feel like, wow, we are there to achieve something. Now this 21st century, and being 21st century learners, we feel like students, they must be aware of all the life skills, learning skills. And to do this, here at AVM, we try to provide them best platforms. When we talk about global citizenship, what is global citizenship? Global citizenship means you are not going to talk about the local communities or national communities only. Your actions and your choices, they are definitely going to impact on the international crowd even. Isn't it? And that's why our responsibility is much more bigger. So here at AVM, how we do it? The way you people, magazine committee people, they are doing their work. It's so nice. Because we focus on making leaders, not only students. And for that, first thing which we have changed in ourselves, that we don't consider us as your teachers only. We consider ourselves as your leaders. And so we try to develop other leaders under our guidance. And that you people are proving the best. Secondly, being a global student or global citizen, we must be aware about the authentic content, because in this huge web of information, that is the internet, there are chances of students getting misled. So we try to provide that authentic content and guide the students how to get it, how to use it properly. Next step which we are taking is focusing on the way of communication. We know if we are considering ourselves as global citizens, communication matters a lot. We need to communicate with the world so that our students can cross over all the boundaries, all the global boundaries. And that's why we focus, our emphasis is on English communication and best way of communication. Then is only this English language is sufficient? No, we need to be multilingualistic. And that's why very soon AVM is going to start with introduction of one more foreign language. Next point, which we must be aware being a global citizen, is when we say that we are a part of this globe, we must be able to represent our own country in a best possible way. And that is a best responsibility, a huge responsibility which you people are going to shoulder. And for that, small gestures, like the way we have started, greetings of the day. How we give it? We start with Namaste, followed by good morning, good afternoon. So what is this? This shows that pride about our own country, our own culture. We try to make you people aware about all the festivals which we celebrate in India. And kids, we know that you people are going to be the best global citizens, and all the best for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So, meet our biology teacher Akanksha, ma'am. So, ma'am, the question for you is, what do you think are the greatest challenges teachers are facing today?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for the question. Yes, as we all know that after this pandemic, during this pandemic, as COVID-19 it has hit the world, we all have moved towards the online classes apart from the chalk and duster. Now the greatest challenges which the teachers are facing over here is about mainly interaction with our kids. The face-to-face interaction, the eyes-to-eyes interaction which we used to have in our classes. Again, about the students' feedback. In classroom, we will be able to pay attention on each and every child. That is lacking because of the time duration. It happens sometimes that when we are having a very interesting lecture, though all lectures, all these sessions which we are conducting are the interesting one. But as the interest which generates from the student's side, as it goes on increasing, again a time limitation is there. So this time limitation is also one of the challenge faced by the teacher on online classes. Student feedback is there. Activities which we used to conduct in the classroom that are somewhere not possible on the online, but yes, we are doing that also. Activity learning based activities also we are taking on NLP, on our learning platform here in AVM. Along with this, these interactions, students' feedback, many such challenges are there which are being faced by the teacher during this online sessions. But yes, definitely we are overcoming it. We are overcoming here with the activities which we are taking. Again, as Ma'am Shri said, how we are inculcating the new habits in the students. Some demonstrations, discussions, video-based learning we are taking. So this is how the challenges of the online classes have been overcome here. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now it's time for Shraddha, ma'am. Ma'am, so the question is, what is the best moment in your life which students have made you feel proud?
Very first, good afternoon to everyone. Thank you for this question. Proud moment. Fine. What I feel being a teacher from childhood, I was willing to become a teacher and I am a teacher. Fine, so this is proud moment for me. Yes, because we are touching lives, okay, and which makes me feel proud is I have had many wonderful moments in my classroom with my students, okay, which has given me great deal of joy and satisfaction, which gives inner peace, that is success. That essence can never be defined. Yes, proud moment. I am into this, I am from 4 to 5 years, I am into this profession. So which make me feel proud is yesterday it was Teachers' Day, right? So the students which I have taught, the students, the way they were messaging me, they have sent me the messages, very big messages, and in those messages like, ma'am, the way you have taught us chemistry, today even we recall all the reactions, how you taught. Means the sentences were like, we have joined Narayana, we have joined this institution, this organization, but the thing which we got in AVM, the way you taught, we are not getting here. After paying means 1 lakh, 2 lakh fees. So this made me to feel proud. Yes, I am a teacher, and the way I am teaching, the students, they are absorbing, it is remembered for a longer time, and this is the long lasting effect I can see. So this is one of the proudful moment I'm sharing, and thank you for giving me opportunity to share this these thoughts with you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Coming towards Sujita ma'am. Ma'am, how do you maintain your own professional development?
Good afternoon, champions. Good afternoon, my colleagues. And thanks for this question. But see, I want to confess one thing, that I never ever thought in that way what special I am doing for my professional development. Actually, see, when I started this journey, my profession, that time what was there in my mind, whenever I used to go in classroom, if in my class 40 students are there, and one subject if I am taking, so I must have 40 different ideas, because each and every child is unique. So I must have those kind of ideas to explain that thing with them. Okay, this is one thing which I have. Second, what I feel, teacher, how you will explain within a one word, how you will define teacher. So what I feel, teacher is equal to passionate, and I'm passionate. I cannot bifurcate my personal life and this professional life. No, not at all. Even so many, if you will specify, if you will ask me particularly what you did. So yes, nowadays, adapting these situations, so many webinars I am attending, so many new things we are learning. But when I am dealing with my kids, so yes, so many things we are learning from you people. You are giving us ideas. The one thing I want to appreciate, being a teacher, we are teaching one subject, but as a student, at the same time you are learning so many subjects. So this thing, I am adapting all these things. If you can do. So teacher, she is a future maker. She is shaping better citizens. So in our hand, what is there? No one profession is having that power. So we are making future citizens. So how the problem we are facing, so what I feel every day, at the end of the day, I think what is there, what I did and where I did wrong. So how I need to change, where are my weaknesses, how I need to overcome all those things. So in this way, setting goal, and even though interacting, and one more base thing, that is be connected with root. But yes, when we will see our dreams, when we will see our vision, so that can be global. As ma'am said, we are that 21st century global citizens. So think in that way. If you are able to overcome all the challenges, what is my motto? Nothing is impossible in our life. It's the same impossible word is say I am possible. So everything is possible. Only the attitude, how you will see the way, whichever challenges you are getting in front of you, how you will see that challenge and how you try to overcome those things. So that only made me in this way what I feel. I have not purposely work on those things, but yes, only the all champions you are there, you taught us, and this is the secret key of my professional development. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much to all our teachers for giving your valuable time and words. It means a lot, and thank you so much once again.
Thank you, teachers and Akanksha. Now I would like to call upon Riddhi Ganuskar to propose vote of thanks.
We are immensely thankful to all the teachers who have came here and shared their experiences with us and giving their valuable time to us. I would also like to thank especially Mayuri ma'am and Dipti ma'am for having a support to us and giving us a chance to show our talent. I would also like to thank the magazine committee members who have done hard work to make the magazine more amazing. Thank you.